Hello and welcome back. Let's continue exploring some common troubleshooting issues, this time focusing on auto-scaling troubleshooting. So we'll open this up here, and then I'll also go down to auto-scaling groups here in the console. So first, what happens if an auto-scaled instance continues to start and stop or create and terminate in short intervals? So what if you have an auto-scaling group that is continually provisioning an instance and then 5 minutes later terminating the instance? Or then 5 minutes after that, provisioning an instance, or then 5 minutes after that, terminating the instance. Well, this can often be caused when the scale up and scale down thresholds may be too close to each other. So you want to either raise the scale up threshold or lower the scale down threshold. So to show you an example of this, I have an auto scaling group here. And if I look at scaling policies, the scale up policy is set at whenever the CPU utilization is greater than 50% for one period of 5 minutes. But the scale down is that whenever the CPU utilization is less than or equal to 45% for one period of 5 minutes. But what may happen is that during the 5 minutes between the scale up and scale down time requirements, the CPU utilization may be fluctuating above or below 45 or 50%. So that's going to cause auto scaling to not know what to do. So it's going to constantly be starting or stopping or provisioning and terminating instances because these are too close together. But if I raise this to 80 and I lower this to 30, then there's not going to be any confusion between the two. Also, so what about if auto scaling does not occur even though scaling policies are configured correctly? So let's say that our scaling policies look great, but what's happening is that we're still having our EC2 instances being overrun. So let's say that this is set currently at 80% and we have all of our EC2 instances running at 99% and some are crashing because the utilization has become too high, but auto scaling just isn't provisioning any new instances into the auto scaling group. Well, what's probably happened is that you've hit your max. So you have to be very careful about this because if I have the max set to 2, then I could have both of the instances running at 100% CPU utilization and the auto-scaling group will not create or provision a new EC2 instance for me. So it's really easy to fix. All you need to do is come to details here, click on edit, and then under max, you can just increase that. So let's make this 5. And I can click save. And then the auto-scaling group will immediately start to provision new instances into your environment. So that is just a quick review of some common auto-scaling troubleshooting issues that you may encounter when working in AWS. And with that, we will conclude this lesson. Thank you for watching. You may now move on.